Hey everybody, Joel, Moose Droppings by ImportSauce.com. Today we are refreshing our front suspension on the Volvo S40 here. We have the complete Whiteline suspension kit. We'll show you what that looks like, and we're going to go ahead and get going and do a full replacement on that. Stick around. Okay, so after driving this thing around, we got about 400 miles on it since the T5 Ultimate rebuild. We are noticing that this thing took a beating in the blizzard. Here's a picture of 10 feet of snow compressing the suspension for months at a time before we can dig it out. As now we're driving it and getting the brake in on the engine going, driving around here up in the mountains, going up around down the mountain in the city on the freeways, this thing is so loose. It's dangerously loose, where if you're stepping on the gas and then letting off the gas, the car is just wanting to jump side to side. It's real shaky. So we said, well, yeah, I mean, after all of that and then sitting up here, it's time to swap it out. So we had a brand new lower control arms and refresh done, but I mean, this was probably 5 years ago, and we didn't go with anything fancy. We just went with kind of the stock replacements on there. So this time we decided to upgrade to just do the best that we could. Here's the Whiteline kit that we have. I will go ahead and let's switch over to just a little clip where I'm showing you what's in there. What we have here is the complete front replacement Whiteline products here. We have the front arm anti-lift. So there is a standard one. This is the anti-lift when you're putting down 5 million horsepower. These ones will keep things in line a little bit better. It comes just as this. We went down to the local parts store and got a fitting so that we can do some greasing on it should we need to. Comes with all the new hardware, washers, bolts, all that good stuff. We also have the sway bar end links, brand new here, ready to go, and everything in this kit is adjustable. So once we're done here, we're going to be able to go down to the alignment and get super dialed in there. We also have the lower inner bushing replacement, Polly's here, and then the sway bar links as well, and same thing on here, fully adjustable. And so this will take us pretty much everything minus just the Bilstein B8s that are coming in. We'll do separate video on that. And all the part numbers for these 4 products will be below down in the description as well. So what we're going to do now is the back tires are chocked. We are going to break these lug nuts, use the jack and jack stands there. We're going to get this up and get the tire off, and then start pulling things out of the way here. And we want to try to get the lower control arms over to the local machine shop parts store today so that they can do a removal of the bushings that are currently in there. The good thing about the new Whiteline kit is it doesn't require any machining to get the new ones on. They're going to slide on and hold in place that way, but getting the old ones off, we're going to definitely, I mean, it can be done without a press, but the parts store is just down the street, so hopefully we can get over there before they shut down today and get those turned around. Okay, so lower control arm, we have 18 mil, 18 mil, 18 mil. Down there, had to run out to the store, 21 millimeter. Let's get all those off and see if we can just wiggle this thing out. Okay, that wasn't too bad. When we got to the ball joint, hit it with the pickle fork, got it out, and yeah, we can see things are pretty torn up. Actually got a buddy, he might have a press, so we'll see. Just realized Whiteline didn't make this, and I just realized, hey, wait a minute, we don't have a lower ball joint. So when I was at the store buying a wrench, I got the Delphi ones coming in tomorrow on the 12 o'clock truck. That's tomorrow's issue. See if I can figure out these two tonight. One thing on the lower control arm to remember is if you have this bracket on the passenger side, which connects to this little guy, that is for HID headlight adjusters. Make sure you pull that 8mm out, because if you drop this and snap this arm off, Volvo really charges a lot for this. We've done that on accident 10 years ago, able to get one at the junkyard, but the HIDs in the junkyard are not very common, so 8mm to get that guy off. Okay, so these are off. They're up on the bench. We are double 15mm to get these ball joints off. And then tomorrow we got a friend up around the corner who has a press. So these new guys are coming in tomorrow. These guys are getting ready to go. So tomorrow we'll pick that up and we'll show you the press procedure. Okay, long day today, but we got what we needed done. Started off at a buddy's house with a press. His was a small press. We didn't have the right angle to support this and pop that out. This one, we started pressing out. They completely exploded. We got the outside off, and then we were still left with like an inner rubber, which at that point, his little press couldn't do. So took it to local shop, mechanic shop. They were able to get all of that off, press those guys out. In the process, the passenger side little riv nut broke off, so we went to the parts store and they put a brand new one on. We picked up our new ball joints, all the new hardware. Those are ready to go. So we're going to start putting these guys on here based on the size of the hardware and the grade. We're going to get those down to 53 or 56 pounds, get them all nice and snug. These new guys are super easy because unlike the original ones, they don't have to press. You can just put them in on both sides. If you're doing these, get the instructions. It comes with the grease. And we're going to make sure to grease the inner, not the outer, on there. And then these guys are going to slide in. I don't know if I mentioned it before, swapped out the caps that they come with, just a little screw with a fitting so that we can grease those while they're on the vehicle, not have to pull it out to get grease in there. So that's was only about $1 at the parts store. That will have a washer in here, slide on. And then I like these because they have a little bit of adjustment, so when you're getting it on, you can get it dialed in and then torque everything down. Same thing here, we'll pre-grease everything. Whiteline supplied us with what we needed for that. High performance bushing lube. And then we'll talk about those, I guess, when we're putting it back on. So we'll bring you back after we get this put back together and show you what it looks like. Okay, one thing you want to note is if you are doing the lower control arm bushing, there are two options. There are what are commonly referred to as a 18mm and a 21mm. It does make a difference based on the size, right? A bigger ball joint, oh yeah, that's great. But the problem is the actual tapered shaft is a different size. And if you get the larger one, it will not fit into the hub assembly. And when ordering them, they have different sizes, right? So this one is called the 21mm, but you know, really nowhere on it. It's close. It's like, okay, the base is 19.28, the top of the shaft 18. And when I called and got a separate one right now, they said, what is the measurement on the top of the shaft? And that's how they were reading off on these Delphi ones. And the top of this shaft was 15, and they said, oh, it's a 15. So there we have an even different measurement besides what's commonly seen, the 21 and the, what's it going to be, the 18. So the part number for the, what they would call the 21 is here, TC 1971. And the part number for the smaller one is, I don't know it off the top of my head, but it's screenshotted right here above. Okay, everybody is suited up, marked. Make sure I ain't gonna have any movement on that. Ready to get these things back on the car. Okay, this guy is suited and ready to go back on. We've already cleaned the mating surfaces down there. We are not going to use the old 2 bolts, which were from the factory, and then the old ball joint bushing, right? So we got the new hardware there. The only bolt that we're reusing is going to be the front bushing there that goes through there. So we'll put it on, get it all torqued up. Okay, so we got that guy in. Everything is looking good. The next thing we're going to do is pull off this end link stabilizer. We got 2 15mm nuts, one up top, and then obviously one right there at the bottom. So we'll go ahead and get that off. Okay, we got these guys off. The next thing we're going to do is we want to load it or put it back on with 0 tension. So we're just going to spin these guys until this guy shrinks up a bit. So it's about the same size. We're going to let alignment shop do the final dial in. We'll at least put it back at about the same place that it was. So we'll spin these guys where they need to be, and then we'll just use a 14mm and lock that in and then put those back in. Okay, we're all set. Everything is in. Next stop. Well, obviously do the other side. Get this guy down to alignment, and we'll do another video coming up here on the new Bilstein B8s. We may do those first and then do alignment shop after. Thanks for watching.